Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Cork Farms. Right guys, I do just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who has subscribed for another month. I do appreciate it. We did lose a couple of people, but you know, there's a supporters board just updated. I just want to thank you guys for continuing the support. I do massively appreciate it. Right, quite a bit to do today guys. I have taken a forage contract on Field 45. Now we were talking... I didn't really want to be leasing equipment, but I kind of just wanted to do one of these forage contracts. And you guys previously have been like, yeah, go do one. So that's kind of what this equipment is. It's just ready to do one. But we also, in the shop, I know that's why we're nice and early in the game this morning, guys. We do have something come up in the shop now. We've got a forage harvester there, which you all know about. And this came up in the shop today. £42,300, 18.2 work hours, 221 brake horsepower. Now, we've got a bit of an issue with this one. That is brilliant. 221 brake horsepower, 7,500, 9 months old. But, now originally I was going to buy this one, because I really do like this harvester, and it works with the header. I know it works with the header I want to do because I've tested it. 240 brake horsepower. It's still cheaper to buy this Ford brand new than it is to buy than it is to get the other one in the discount store. So we've got, well, I've got 2 harvesting contracts over here that I have taken already just to do. The problem I've got with harvesting on this map is the jobs pay not well at all. I'm not being funny, but 18 and 8, £2,500. There's field £2,000 to harvest that. That is absolutely shocking. Field 13 up here, absolutely shocking on the pay to do these jobs. But then you got the forage contract at £14,000. I've got no idea why harvesting contracts on this map are so badly done, you know, income wise. But yeah, we're gonna have to buy anyway. And like I say, we have got some equipment too, but I am just gonna basically put that on hold for now. Now I know it's technically harvest season, and I said that we would basically do some harvesting, which we are going to do. If you give me 1 minute guys, my steering wheel has decided it doesn't want to work this morning, as it always does. I've not moaned about that for a little while because I've managed to keep on top of it, but apparently today it wants to play up. Is that remotely? No. Aha, right, that's fine. So yeah, at the moment guys, we're going to spend a little bit of time over in the harvest season, because I did say we would lower the time down, we'd spend some time harvesting. It's been a long time since we've done some harvesting, and I would just really like to spend some time harvesting really. But this is a complete... I was about to say, is that even ready? That's not... Field 45 is forage harvesting. This isn't ready. What? This is weird. Yeah, okay. I'm a little bit unsure. Like I say, I've never used this mod before in my life. And yeah, this is this is not wanting to play ball. There we go. There we go. Now I've got to come in here like this, and we're stuck. Yeah, I've never used this contract mod before, so it is very strange. I don't know if this is what should be happening. Right, apparently so. I've got no idea if this is remotely right. Now, number of headlands, we're gonna do 4. We're gonna do, yep, clockwise. We're gonna do a 15% overlap because it does like to be a pain in the bum. And we're just gonna do that there. Right, we've now got that headland there. That's done there. So let's go and get this. Now, like I said, this is the only time we will do this as leasing the equipment for this contract. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to see how it worked. I've never used this contract before. I know I've said that a couple of times today, but it's just, yeah, it's just something I want to do. It's just something I wanted to do, and kind of see if it was worth doing it for, you know, and buying the equipment. But yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time harvesting over the next couple of videos, basically. We do a lot of seeding, we do a lot of fertilizing, we do a lot of, well, cultivating, ploughing. You know what I mean? We spend a lot of time doing that. I've got no idea if this is even how this mod's supposed to work. I've got no idea. It just says it's just saying it's chaff at the moment. Yeah, so let's just kind of see how we go, really. If this is right, this is right. If this is wrong, I've got no idea then, guys. It's a learning experience for everybody right now. 10% overlap. We are trying to keep as close as possible to the forage as we can. The next headland will be a lot easier. We can keep right alongside it. Just getting this first one done is, well, we've got to be close enough to not hit it, but we've got to be close enough for it to be able to get into the trailer. I couldn't even see if the trailer was filling up then. Yep, we're just going to get our first headland done, and I'm hoping this is all you need to do. Like I said, I don't know if it's supposed to be chaff. I've got no idea. I maybe should have watched like a video on this mod, but yeah, a bit late now. We're already recording. I am very pushed for time at the moment, as you know, with the real life issues that are going on. Do just want to point out and give a shout out to everybody who has sent their kind wishes and get well soons. Yeah, it's long story short, guys. It's not something that's curable. Now, she's known about this for many years, and this time has been coming. Now, not to obviously put a downer on the video, but I do just want to point out that at some point videos will come to a temporary stop. Now, I will always keep the Discord updated. Hopefully I've spoken to the mods and that in the Discord, and I've basically told them they've got more of an in-depth of what's going on, and you know, they like Dan for example, he's kind of replying to people on my behalf, because I just haven't really had the time to sit and go through all the comments. I will catch up with as many comments as I can. Like I could have replied and caught up on comments this morning, but I thought, well, if I just get a video just put out, you know, I thought it'd be better to have another video than to reply to some comment. But Dan's kind of just been replying on my behalf at the moment, when I'm not about and stuff. I've got very little free time. So yeah, if Dan puts a reply to you, he usually puts it like on behalf of me. So yeah, just letting you all know basically that that's what that is really. But yeah, she's it was a very long day yesterday. I was on the go yesterday I was driving for about 11 hours all in. Like, well, by the time I left my house and I'd done all the stuff and we'd got back and things like that, it was about 11 hours yesterday. I was absolutely exhausted. I came home last night, I had a couple of bags of crisps, or 2 of the Americans and Canadian, some potato chips, because I'd eaten while I was out. and I just went to bed. It was, yeah. And I woke up this morning and I feel refreshed a little bit. But yeah, I just want to give that shout out to everybody who has sent kind messages. I have had, unfortunately, some horrible messages, and they've just instantly been banned. It's why people feel the need to be horrible at a time like this is just beyond me. But yeah, they just get banned. But I am trying to keep the schedule as much as I can, as I've always said. So I just kind of wanted to point that out. I just wanted to give everybody a shout out while we were doing this one headland. And this one headland is going to equal approximately 42% now. I just want to test something. If that goes out of range, that stops. Okay, that's fine. I wanted to check that for the time lapse that we will be doing in a moment. We are absolutely flying on this job. Now, I do just want to just see where we have to take this. I know we've looked on it before. We are going to Pine Creek Stores. Which one is Pine Creek? Pine Creek Stores is literally the one up the road. That's brilliant. We are literally driving up the road. So what I'm going to do, guys, is we've got this sorted. We've got this working. We are going to jump this into a bit of a time lapse, and we're just going to, well, see how long it takes over the next couple of minutes, really. Guys, that is what I class as my time lapse limit. Give or take a little bit. 1 second, I'm gonna cough. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'm currently getting a cold, guys, and I'm getting cold through. I don't know, actually. It could just be a case of I'm that exhausted. My body's just yeah, it's just feeling absolutely dreadful. But either way, I'm not feeling the greatest. health-wise myself. But like I say, we're getting this job done. This contract seems to work really, really well. Now, I am tempted to buy a forage harvester. We already have a potato and sugar beet harvester, so I'm looking forward to that time of year, and that's going to be another month or so. Now, one of the reasons why I'm really interested in doing this contract now, it's a very, very good paying job, and for me, we need to buy at least 2 trailers. If we get a harvester and we get harvesting contracts, which I don't think are very good, I genuinely don't, that they don't pay very good money at all. £2,000 to do a field, not that much smaller than this, but this one is this. Do you know what I mean? I just think the prices, the contracts for harvesting suck, proper do suck, and yeah, I don't know how to change that. So when we do come to harvesting, we are not going to be harvesting. We're not going to be making much money. This is why we spend a bit of time doing other contracts to make sure we can get a good income. But I am tempted to buy a forage harvester and a relatively big trailer. Now, you've got to remember, we wouldn't be able to buy a bigger header, a header as big as this one. If we were to buy a forage harvester, we'd have to buy something smaller. But I am very tempted to do some more foraging contracts. Not contracts, but when we've got the equipment, shall we say. This is a very good contract. This looks like a very good mod, and I'm glad I tried it, to say the least. So I am stoked that we're giving it a go. Basically, I didn't want to buy all the I didn't want to buy all the equipment and the contracts be not great, you know what I mean? That was my thing. But this is definitely worth buying a forage harvester on this series. And like I said, there are some relatively cheap and moddy ones, but you just don't get as big a header. So we would have to, you know, this contract would take twice as long because the header's half the size. But then that's something we could maybe do, like one contract in a day. Again, I lowered the time down to do this contract because I didn't know how it was going to work. I didn't know if it would be good. So in harvest season, we're going to be harvesting around about time scale 5. That is basically half what we would normally use now. So we can get a few contracts done so that we can spend a bit of time doing contracts. And we'll kind of go from there, really. So that's what we'll do. So if, like, in the next episode, we'd be back up to times 5, and we'll just see what we can get done in a day, basically. But as you can see, we are at 66% full on our second trailer, which is absolutely fantastic. We could make some pretty good money from this job alone, but that's fine, because if we do that, we might be able to get some more land soon. We've got to buy an £80,000 header. We're going to buy a £30,000 cheaper harvester, but it's 36,000, but I'm just rounding. If we want to buy a forage harvester, we're going to need at least a semi-good size trailer. We're going to need to get a trailer for the potato harvesting, so, and then we need a trailer for that actual harvester, so we can have all 3 going at the same time, because we can get some workmen going. So it would be nice to get 3 trailers, forage harvester, and yeah, like I said, that's a lot of money. You're talking, we probably just spent about 200 grand probably, and we wouldn't even have like big beefy equipment. Oh yeah, these forage contracts are good. I like this. I am more tempted to buy a forage harvester first, guys, and do some more of these, because these contracts are actually worth doing. Like, if I go and spend £110,000 now on a harvester and a header, we're gonna make £2,500 to £3,000 a contract. That's crap. Let's be honest. There's no other word. There's no other word to describe. That is crap. And it's not all about making like massive amounts of money really quickly, but we are a long way into this series, and I will admit, I did think we'd maybe be a little bit further along than what we are. But now we've started to get land, but there's something else we have to do this month. We have to cut the grass on our farm. That is our silage. That will take 3 months to ferment. We need to get that done as well. It's crazy how much we have to get done. Absolutely crazy, but we can't afford a trailer like this size. This trailer is way too big, and we wouldn't have the power to pull it when it was full. You know, but we can get a trailer. We can get, you know, we can get something. You know, our forage contracts might take a long time to do if we buy the machinery, but at least we would own it. So I'm very tempted to do some more forage contracts before we do actual. Hold on, I've already taken. I don't know. This is my problem. I've got plans I want to do, but now I know this is one of the biggest fields you can get on this map. There's not many bigger than this one. There are a couple, but there's not many. And this has taken quite a while to do with a big forage harvester. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna try and get it so we can do like one biggish contract like in an episode, like we did in the last one. That's kind of the style I want to go for. But like I said, today was a learning curve. I want to spend a couple of episodes just in this month, but we will up it to ×5 for the next one. This is 91% done. This is looking fantastic. So this should take us to approximately 90% complete on the delivery. So that is absolutely fantastic. And I suppose I don't even know what chaff is worth. I have to figure out what it's actually worth. I might sound like a little confused. It's just I don't know what it's worth on this map. We'll find out when we're emptying the trailer. We'll load up the price for chaff and find out basically. But that might be why you get paid so well on this contract, because you don't get any excess, or the excess is worth like peanuts basically. It's something like that anyway. Who knows? But there's a good chunk of field left to do, and we are now a couple of 100 litres away, and that is us full. Now I am just gonna do something some people don't like. I'm just gonna run across here because I just want to. I want to find out how much chaff's worth now before I forget to check. I know I forget to check stuff. I'll say something and then I'll completely forget. That's just me in general, to be honest. I've always said I've got a Dory brain. If you don't know who Dory is, go watch Finding Nemo and you will see Dory. As soon as she says something, 2 minutes later she's forgotten it. That's me. And there we go. Pine Creek Stores, load number 2. But we got about 45% last time on the delivery. So this should take us to about 90. And what we need to do right now is find out is... wheat, barley, oat, sorghum. Have I missed it and I'm not seeing? Or am I not seeing it on this list at all? Right. I can't say I remember seeing it, to be honest. But either way, I missed as well how the percentage. What have we got left on this contract to do? Yeah, if I missed it on that list, yeah, that's my fault. We are 93% done. 93% done. For all we know, when we come to actually having spare chaff, there might not be a sell point. I didn't see it off the top of my head. I'm sure there will be one. I just didn't quickly see it. But if there isn't one, I will just bring in the Raging Reaper mod. As you all know, I used to go by the name of Raging Reaper, and yeah, I will just bring in my sell point mod to be able to sell it somewhere. It's not the end of the world. Right. I know you guys don't like it when I cut across this. I'm kind of running out of time for the episode, so I kind of just need to get this done. Yeah, if maybe putting a silage bunker at the farm, that might work. Right? No, I'd rather sell it as it is. I know chaff's not worth a lot of money, but I would rather sell it as it is. But we've got maybe 4 strips left to do, so there's not a lot, there's not much to go. There's not much. I could have maybe gone into a second time lapse rather than babbling on, but I do like to just have a conversation, talk to you guys. I know I get a lot of comments and I get a lot of response. Someone was telling me that it was a bad idea to buy the new Ford because it's now technically worthless. I know where you're coming from. Yes, you're right, it's not really worth much. It wasn't the biggest upgrade in the world, but it does give us 2 tractors now at 140 brake horsepower, so we can use the Ford and the Renault for running things around the map. It's, yeah, like I say, I know where you're coming from, but it was a good upgrade at the time to be able to not have to rely on the Renault so much, because the Renault is pants. We know that. The Renault's not pants. The Renault's just, it's not very good with the AI system. That's maybe what I need to word that one. But yeah, I'm sorry if I'm sounding sniffly, guys. My sinuses have just completely bunged back up a little bit, and I'm feeling a little bit on the dreadful side right now. But yeah, another reason why I'd like to just get to the end of this contract. But yeah, we've got at least 3 more strips for the bits we've got left. But this should be a good chunk of chaff to sell. But looking forward to seeing this, seeing what we've got left, see what it's roughly worth. And I genuinely think we should be doing some forage contracts before we do harvesting. I really do. I just hope the forage contracts don't override all the harvesting contracts. That would be my only issue, I suppose, is having like 2 lots of, I'm not saying it will or it won't, I don't know, like if we've done this field now and this now won't be a harvest contract, for example, we're just going to make sure that we do actually still have some harvesting to do. If not, like I say, we will forage the crap out of a lot of jobs, and we can go from there basically. There are a few forage harvesters that we could afford to buy. Like I say, they're not the widest things in the world, but it is better than nothing. And we will take a little gander at them at the end. I know we've kind of looked once or twice before, but we weren't sure. But we had issues, didn't we? The first time we tried to use this mod, it didn't spawn the equipment. Where now as it's here, and yeah, do you know what I mean? It's nice to use. It's nice to do different jobs. So big shout out to the creator of this mod. It is a really good mod. Like I say, first time we tried to use it, it didn't work, but that was clearly a save issue. And, but this has been brilliant. This has been a really, really good mod. This has been a really good contract to do. I'm even tempted to, instead of using a tractor and trailer, maybe use the forage harvester as the machine to pull it. So I know it would mean we'd have to keep folding the harvester up and taking it to the sell point, but if it's close like we're doing on this one, it wouldn't matter. We could just hook the trailer up to the back and away we go. But this time, like I say, it was nice to use a bit of cosplay and get the trailer going like this. That, is looking brilliant. There's the final bit we've got left to do, and we've got 13,500. Wow, pretty good. 14,000 litres. I reckon we might come out with about 18,000 litres here. Bear in mind we don't need that much to sell. Like I say, if I go and get all the teeny tiny little bits, we'd have a load more. But I'm not really bothered about the tiny little bits we've missed on the corners. 15,000, and we're not going to get 18. $15,500 litres. I'm not really sure. Are you finished? You finished, Mr. Workman? He has finished. He's in the park position. So let us go and sell the 15,480 litres to sell. So yeah, let's find out what kind of money we get. We're at £131,093. Now there will be some wages about to come out of there, but if we are quick enough, we should be able to shoot down here and just get an idea of what we make before the wages come out. These trees are make it so hard to see here. Here we go. What are we gonna make in excess money? You don't have access to this land? Well, okay, wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. The contract is finished. And we have made £600. That is it. We've made £585. I'm just going to jump out of there, and we are just going to go on to forage and collect. There we go. We've just made £13,555 from the contract. We made basically just short of £600. We basically made £14,000 on that forage contract today, guys. I am really happy with that as like an income. This should give us now a job for possibly cultivating, which it just did. Oh, field 5 for cultivating. Okay, that's near our farm. We can do that. Yeah, I'm really impressed with how that's come out. See, this is what I'm talking about money wise. But yeah, I feel bad because I need to harvest, but I really don't want to spend a lot of money. Realizing how little that's going to be, I need more than 180 brake horsepower. That's the thing. That is the cheapest one at 108. Yeah. We're going to do it, guys. We're going to buy the harvest equipment for the next episode. I'm going to get it moved on for the next episode. But I'm tempted to see. That's the original header. Would have saved us quite a bit of money. Would have taken quite a long time to do. The idea is I kind of just want to use this slightly unrealistic header, but it's going to make it a lot easier to do in the long run, basically. So we're just going to go for white, and then we're just going to go for white there to make it look like the Ford. So it should kind of blend in a little bit. £85,500 leaves us with £23,000. Now we do have to buy a trailer, guys. That is our biggest thing. So there we go. For the next episode, we will, well, we've got these contracts here to do, which is 8, 13, 18 and 19. We should all be around here. It's 13, 18. I might remove 13 as a contract because that's a little bit out of the way for me, really. I'd rather try and stick to this lane for now. I think that makes a bit of sense. The only downside is it's one of the bigger paying jobs. But we're just going to cancel that one. but we need to buy a trailer for the next episode. So this is going to be where we spend a lot of money. We need something like this. The problem I've got is I buy this trailer a lot of the time, but it's like a catch-22. It's a good cheap trailer. It's good for the series. Like, we've used this one in the past as well. 10,500 I suppose. Loading left, loading right. No, so that's only 10,000. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at getting the Marsden trailer again. But like I say, we get it every time. We could change the colour, I suppose. We could do something like that. We could just change the colour. Don't normally do that very often. £14,000. No branding. Oh, I'll tell you what, we could do. Griffin's trailer. We could change that maybe. Do something like that. Yeah, we don't need silage. So it would be a 14,500 trailer. Yeah, do you know something? I genuinely think we do that. We do that. I think that is the way to do that. We need to change the number plate because it's a trailer. So we're going to go for the 000 because it means any of them can use it. But yeah, we're going to go for that one. Now, I know, like I say, we do use this one a lot, guys. But we needed it. We need it. So that is what we're going to be doing in the next episode, guys. We are going to be getting on with some harvesting. I hope you guys have thoroughly enjoyed this episode. I have had an absolute blast doing this episode. And in the next episode, we will look at doing some of the... We'll look at pricing of the forage contracts. And I might look at, you know, within the next year, trying to get getting some more of them done and buying a forage harvester. As I say, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you are new, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye for now.